Yo, what's going on YouTube? Thank you for tuning to another episode of Vlad Sports Talk with your host Vlad. I've been going for a little minute because the NBA Finals have been going on, and I was watching a great series. I'm not gonna lie, it was interesting. It was something new, but it was something interesting, and that's what I wanted. I don't want to end it in sweep. I don't want to end in 5 games and it ended in 6. And we finally have a champion. The Milwaukee Bucks have defeated the Phoenix Suns in 6 games. Yes, I said it. The Milwaukee Bucks, after 50 long years, their last title was in 1971. Correct my math if I'm wrong. That's when they had Kareem when they won their first title back in 50 years ago. 50 years later, they're once champions again. So they brought their second title to the city of Milwaukee. So to the city of Milwaukee, congrats to y'all. To the fans, congrats to y'all. To anybody out there who's a Bucks fan, congratulations to y'all, man. If you're new to the channel, man, make sure you like, you comment, and you subscribe. If you already been here on the channel, thank you for the support. There's previous videos that's up there. That's up on my page already. I would definitely appreciate it if you go back and watch those previous videos and, share those amongst your friends, amongst your family. I would definitely appreciate that. So to hop right into it, man, it ain't gonna be no long episode because I'm gonna have the next episode I'm gonna try and bring on some guests so we can have a full-on debate about this. But I had to talk about what I've seen in this series, man. I mean, let me just start from the beginning and say I picked the Suns to win the series in 7. And the reason why I picked the Suns to beat the Bucks is mainly because of Chris Paul. Chris Paul is one of my favorite point guards of all time. I mean, that's who I mainly watch growing up as a kid. Chris Paul. AI was a two-way player, shooting guard and point guard. Steph Curry, Russell Westbrook, Damian Lillard. I was blessed to see, great point guards. Even you got to respect the OGs with Magic as well too. Back then, Tony Parker. Got to give those OGs respects as well too. But I mainly wanted the Suns to win this because of Chris Paul, man. I mean, he fought so hard after 16 years to make it to this point right here, and he came up short. And I was hurt. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm half hurt and I'm half happy because I'm happy that the Bucks got it. I'm not really mad necessarily because I didn't really care who won it. I just wanted the Suns to win it because of Chris Paul. But man, they had a 2-game. They had a 2-0 lead, and Milwaukee just came and just charged through the rest of those 4 games like it was nothing. It wasn't no blowouts now. There were definitely close games, Don't get it twisted, but Milwaukee came to play. And one thing that I noticed in these finals is that Phoenix is too damn small. Literally. Milwaukee is way too big for them. One thing in basketball that counts the most to me, and I always say, I don't know about somebody else, but to me, is rebounding and second chance points. If your offense is constantly getting rebounds, and second chance points, and the other team is not, you're screwed. You're either screwed or you find yourself in a tough position that is hard to dig yourself out of, and that's what happened with Phoenix. As much as I love DeAndre Ayton and he's young and he's going to continue to grow, that's he has his whole career left ahead of him, and who knows what's going to come down the line. DeAndre Ayton was way too small for Giannis. He was way too small. Giannis was doing any and everything on the court that he wanted to do. Giannis in this finals, in his first NBA finals, Giannis averaged 35.2 points, 13.2 rebounds, and 5 assists on 60% shooting from the field. Y'all just heard those stats? 35.2 points, 13.2 rebounds, and 5 assists on 60% shooting in his first NBA Finals. Giannis is already an NBA champion. He's an NBA Finals MVP. He has a Most Improved Player. He has a Defensive Player of the Year. He has 2 regular season MVPs. He has an All-Star MVP, and he is a 5-time All-Star. And I didn't even say the craziest part. Giannis is only 26 years of age. 26 years old, and he's already accomplished all of this without a jump shot. Now, wait till this man gets a jump shot. It's going to be some problems in the Eastern Conference. Off rip, it's going to be some problems. But the fact that he's done this at the age of 26, coming from Greece, over here to America, getting drafted by the Bucks. In the last offseason, Giannis could have left to go somewhere else. He even said it in his post conference, I could have left to go somewhere else, but he signed the biggest deal in NBA history. He signed that supermax contract with Milwaukee for, I believe it was for 225 for 225 or 226. One of them, $226 or $225. He signed a supermax to stay in Milwaukee. And one thing I loved about Milwaukee, they built around Giannis. When you have a star player like that, a superstar player, I don't want to say no star, a superstar player, you have to build around him to keep him happy and to, see how far that y'all can go. One thing that Milwaukee did from last season to this season was the point guard, and that's Drew Holiday. As much as I love Bledsoe, he ain't no Drew Holiday. I'm sorry. Drew Holiday he's a star defender. He's an all-star defender. Like, his perimeter defense, the job that he did on Chris Paul and Devin Booker in these finals, you have to acknowledge that. Yeah, I mean, he had some games where he was up and he was down. That's just what comes with it. But he took the task to guard CP3 and Devin Booker. Those aren't some easy tasks to do. And even, in previous finals, when if the coach told him, go guard the other team's best player, he went to go do it. So I had to give I had to give kudos to Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday was the deciding factor into, the Bucks getting to where they are right now. Because like I said, if they have Bledsoe, they wouldn't be here, honestly. And also injuries too. As much, I hate injuries, but they're a part of the game. But a lot of people was banged up this year, and you just got to make the most of what you got. But next year, knock on wood, hopefully everybody's healthy, and we'll see what happens, who comes out the East, who come out the West. But for right now, like I said, I can't take the shine away from the Bucks, man. I can't. Like I said, the Suns, they had a 2-0 lead. Went back to Milwaukee. I knew Milwaukee was going to split it, because there's no way you could go back down to Phoenix 3-1. I knew that they was going to split it. Game 5, for me, that was the game changer right there. And the reason why I say this is because Game 5, Phoenix was up 16. They was blowing Milwaukee out the water. And I'm like, okay, this game's over with. Phoenix got this. They're home. It's Game 5. They're in the Death Valley. They got this. They're in their home crowd. That's what you're supposed to do. Make it interesting. I'm thinking Phoenix gonna go up 3-2. Drew Holiday came to play that. That was Drew Holiday's game. Giannis did have 32, 9, and 6. Chris Middleton had 29, 7, and 5. But Drew Holiday had 27, 4, and 13. That was Drew Holiday's game. He put the Bucks on his back and carried them to a W. And he had the game-winning steal on Devin Booker to Elliott to Giannis for the game-winning bucket. Come on now. Game 5 for me was what turned this series around. Of course, the Suns going to win the first 2. Milwaukee will win the second 2. Game 5 was that pivotal game. That's where Phoenix is gonna go back and be like, this is the game we messed up on. This is the game that we gave it to them. And that's not the first time that Drew Holiday did that. The previous game from before, when it was in Milwaukee in Game 4, Chris Paul had a costly turnover himself, and Drew Holiday, same sequence that done happen. But he gave to Middleton for a layup, and he made the layup. And Devin Booker, I can't really say enough about Devin Booker. He's a superstar. The man had two back-to-back 40-plus point performances in his first NBA Finals, and his first career postseason. I think he broke the record for most points in your first postseason. So shout out to D-Book. D-Book is a superstar. Like I said, that team with Phoenix, they're young and they got time. The only person who's not young and don't have so much time is Chris Paul, and that's the sad truth for me, because I don't know if Chris can get this opportunity again. I mean, if he leaves to go to, the Lakers, there's a possible chance that you can get that chance again. You won't be the first option or the second option. You'll be the third option for sure behind Brown and AD, but I think that's like the last legitimate shot that Chris Paul has if he was to, go to the Lakers. But if he wants to stay with the Suns and grow that young team, that's fine. But you're not going to go to the finals with that team again. Like I said, the year that we had this year with these injuries and everything that was going on, it was crazy. And this was your best chance to do it, CP. I still love you. You still top 5 in my opinion. Don't get it twisted now. Like, you still top 5 in my opinion. But if there was any chance to do it, it was this year. But like I said, man, the Bucks came and they showed out, man. They showed out. Game 6. Game 6 was wild. That game was wild. Phoenix came out the gate swinging. That's how you're supposed to do. Like, you're not home, and Milwaukee crowd is already crazy enough as it is. I mean, they had at least over 60,000 people outside, or 20,000 people, something like that. I just know outside was deep. Outside was deep, because you know that this was the game-winning clincher. You don't want to go back to Phoenix for a Game 7 because that could go either way. And I did pick the Suns in 7. So I thought that my prediction was going to come true. But one man and one man only, Giannis Antetokounmpo. This man dropped a 50-piece. Yes, the man dropped a 50-piece. He had 50, 14, and I think 5 blocks. I think that's it. 50, 14, and 5 blocks. I think it was 5 blocks. I got to go back and check that out. But the fact that he dropped 50 points in a game-clinching win to win the series, what else can I say about that? Yes, I get it. Giannis don't got no handles like Steph Curry. He don't have a jump shot. He don't have no handles like James Harden. He don't have no jump shot like Steph Curry. I get that. But y'all forgetting that the man is only 26 years old. He's going to develop a jump shot at some point. He's going to develop a jump shot. And when he does develop a jump shot, it's going to be very, very scary. And like I said, the fact that he's only 26, like, people saying, oh, he doesn't shoot threes well. Well, okay. He doesn't shoot free throws well. Okay. The man's only 26. What do you want? What do you expect? Giannis is one of the most dominant big men that we have in today's game. Even Shaq said it himself. Shaq. The great Shaq, Superman, Superman, the Diesel. You feel me? He said that he'll give his name up to Giannis. Now, that surprised me. That's respect right there. I ain't gonna lie. That's respect from the OG. That's respect from the OG to denounce his name and give it up to somebody else, because you got to earn that name. And Giannis Antetokounmpo, he earned that name right there. He definitely earned that name. I'm not saying that he's Shaq. I'm not saying that, because Shaq was a whole different breed, you feel me? Shaq was dominant. Like, that was definitely like the most dominant big man that I seen when I was growing up playing. Now I got Joel, I got AD, I got Jokic, I got Giannis. The game is starting to evolve now, but for Shaq to say that he's giving his name to Giannis, it fits. And I have absolutely no problem with that. Because Shaq didn't shoot no jump shots back then. Shaq was a horrible free throw shooter. Shaq didn't shoot no threes, but Shaq lived inside of the paint. And as a big man, the paint is your home. That's where you dominate. Yeah, it's a plus for you to shoot the ball. Of course, I ain't got no issues with that. That's you play basketball. You're supposed to shoot. You see Joel Embiid, he doing his thing out there. Other people, I ain't gonna name no names, just don't want to shoot the ball at all. I don't know why, but Giannis, as a big man, you're supposed to live inside of the paint. The paint is your home. Bully anybody that comes in your way, as you've seen that he did in this series. DeAndre Ayton had no chance. Jay Crowder had no chance. Chris Paul, he tried, but he's too small. He's only 6 foot, 6'1". D Book, same thing. Phoenix was just a naturally small team compared to Milwaukee. They was just too damn big. You can't really do nothing around that. You could send as many bodies as you want at Giannis, but Giannis is going to get to his spot and do what he wants to do. That's just the reality of it. And even, Monty Williams, hell of a coach. I got to give my props to Monty, man. Hell of a coach. Nothing I can say about you but respect, man. But it's Giannis. Like, it's just some players in the NBA where you just look at them and it's just like, it's them. It's KD. It's Braun. It's Steph. those type of players. It's Damian. Like, that's what you expect. There's like, you could do whatever you want, and I heard that they were talking about, building a wall, because I know last year in the bubble, the Heat, they did that against Giannis and it worked. But this year was a completely different story. Like, Giannis was not having none of that. And also the thing about Giannis, for him to go down last series against in Atlanta with a hyperextended knee, and I'm thinking that he wasn't going to come back at all. He came back game one in that NBA Finals, and he just took off. The game one, he was kind of sloppy because it was his first game back, but he had a good performance, and it just kept on getting better and better and better and better and better. I don't know what else I can. Like I said, if you look at Giannis' resume right now, like everything that I just pointed out earlier in the video, it's unheard of. And like I said, he accomplished so much at the age of 26. Giannis still has a whole career left ahead of him, so who knows what's left to accomplish. Like, nobody, like, I think it's only him and Jordan that they're the only two basketball players in basketball history to have a defensive player of the year, a finals MVP, and an MVP. I need to go back and check on that, but those are the only two players in basketball history to do something like that. That's rare. Like, Giannis is in a class of his own, and he's in a very rare class. And you can't do nothing but be happy for him. Even if you're not a fan of Giannis or you're not a fan of the Bucks, who cares? Appreciate the game and, give people flowers when they deserve it. Don't hate. And then when the person retires, you be like, damn, I remember when I used to see him on the TV screen. I did nothing but hate on him. Why hate? Why don't you just appreciate? I ain't telling you to make him your favorite player. I ain't telling you to go be a Bucks fan or, go be a Heat fan or a Lakers fan or a Nets fan or a Golden State fan, but appreciate the players that that we have here in this moment, because at some point in time they're gonna retire. You can't play forever. They're gonna hang up those shoes at some point in time, and then you're gonna be like, damn, I spent all my time hating on this dude, and now he's gone, and now look how basketball not the same without him no more. You gotta appreciate greatness while you got it in front of you, and Giannis is greatness, man. Giannis is greatness. Like, he proved a lot of people wrong. Come on, 50 long years without a championship. 50 long years. The man could have went anywhere else to go get a ring. Anywhere. No, he said he's gonna stay in Milwaukee, build around me. The only person active on that roster that was with Giannis since day one, since he got drafted into the league, is Chris Middleton. Those two came in together and they both got a ring together, and I like to see that. But those other guys, Drew Holiday, Pat Connaughton, Brooke Lopez, Bobby Portis, PJ Tucker. Shout out to PJ Tucker. Like, shout out to PJ Tucker. I seen some crazy stat that he beat all his former Rockets teammates to win the championship. So shout out to you, PJ. Shout out to you, man. I seen you drinking your champagne in the parade. That was a big bottle, man. But like I said, hey, it's your moment. You deserve it. Even with Giannis, he went to Chick-fil-A and ordered a 50-piece nugget. I doubt that she gonna eat all of those nuggets, but hey, live it up, man. Who am I to tell you anything less? But y'all, like I said, man, this series was something new, but it was interesting. I mean, there was some moments, I ain't gonna lie, I was like, okay, this kind of getting kind of boring now. But they made it interesting. The Bucks won in 6. I gotta give the Bucks credit. Gotta give Coach Bud credit, because after the first 2 games, he was taking hella criticism, hella heat from a lot of people, but he sticked with it. He made his adjustments, and now he's an NBA champion. The city of Milwaukee, y'all champions. The last time a championship even came through that city right there, I think it's when the Packers won in 2010, the Super Bowl, when they beat the Steelers. I think that's the last time that they actually had a championship roll through there. So Giannis, man, I ain't gonna lie, I give you props, bro, because you stayed in your city. You didn't go anywhere else. You made the most of what was around you. They built around you, so shout out to Milwaukee for that. And you can't do it any better than that. You can't do it any better than that. Honestly, at this point, in my opinion, I do think that Giannis will win more titles in Milwaukee. I'm not going to say how much more because he's still in the Eastern Conference. So, and Durant is still there in Brooklyn and Miami and Philly and Boston. So you still got those teams. And like I said, next year, everybody's going to be coming back healthy. But I think Giannis can at least win 2 or 3 more titles in Milwaukee. It's definitely possible. He got a huge monkey off his back to get one. You already got the huge monkey off your back. You bought that city a championship. So honestly, if you don't get no more, hey, he already done gave y'all 1. But I think he'll get at least 2 or 3 more. I think he'll get 2 or 3 more. To Chris Paul, like I said, I mean, I'm sorry, man. Like, it hurts because I really was rooting for you to get it, but it happens, man. You can't win everything. But shout out to the Suns, man. They had a hell of a run, finishing second in the West. You know, they beat the Nuggets, they beat the Lakers, the Nuggets, they beat the Clippers, made it to the finals and came up short. But that's just what happens, man. There only could be one winner at the end of everything. There only could be one winner. We don't know who would that be. I mean, in this case, we know it's the Bucks. But I mean, just saying, like, you know, for future references, we don't know who the winner may be. But y'all had a hell of a run. So I gotta give my credit to the Phoenix Suns, to Monty Williams. Y'all did a hell of a job, man. All kudos to y'all. But Milwaukee, congratulations once again, man. Seriously. Congratulations once again. Giannis, Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday, PJ, Brooke, Pat Connaughton, Bobby Portis, Brian Forbes, all y'all, man. Congratulations. Y'all boys are champions. And hopefully y'all could do it again sometime soon. It ain't going to be next year because next year, everybody coming back healthy, and I think Brooklyn is going to come out the East. Either between Brooklyn or Miami, but I think it's going to be Brooklyn, though. Thank y'all for tuning to another episode of Vlad Sports Talk with your host, Vlad. As once again, like I said, if y'all new to the channel, make sure y'all like, y'all comment, and y'all subscribe. If you're already on the channel, man, thank y'all for y'all support, man. Continue to keep on supporting me because I definitely appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I'm gonna try and bring on some guests on the next episode so we could do a deep dive into this NBA Finals and, you know, the next NBA season. And also, football season's coming back. Thank God. August 5th is the Hall of Fame game between the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I ain't none of them, those two fans right there, but football is back, baby. That's all I care for. It's football season, finally. Man, I ain't gonna lie. If you got a girlfriend, I feel sorry for her because sports season is year-round, fam. This don't stop. This don't stop. Like, what you thought this was? This don't stop. It's on to the next. That's all it is. On to the next. I sound horrible, but it's okay though. It's all right. She'll understand. You know, well, we could squeeze you in though. We could squeeze you in, you know, during halftime and, you know, during the pregame and the postgame. But you feel me, baby? It's football season, it's sports season, you know. But let me start talking about BS, man. But thank y'all, man. Keep subscribing, keep liking, keep sharing, and until the next video, and I'm gone.